So, ooh, it looks so beautiful. I can't fathom the beauty in my hair. Anyways, okay. Now you act regular. Be normal. Okay. I am normal. Okay. So, what I say about love, right? So, okay. First, I'm using an example. So, DDG brother was saying in the video that you're not gonna make it being yourself. Don't be yourself. You're not gonna make it, right? There's a clip. You click on TikTok. There's a clip on TikTok. He says, don't be yourself. You're not gonna make it. And what I say is, right, so, oh shit. Alright, so my point in the video, right, I was going to say, right, not my point in the video, okay, whatever. What I was going to say in the beginning, which I had forgot, was that love, there's only one form of love. There's no difference. You can't fake love. That's what I want to say. Like, you can't fake love. Like, I always express this, like I can't fathom this enough. Like, you can't fake love. And so I was having this back and forth with someone about how you can't fake love, right? It's like, you can't. Because there's only one form of love. And I'm going to show you exactly how there's only one form of love. I'm going to give you a prime example. I'm going to give you an example of how there's only one form of love. And love is real. Love is real. And real is love. Real is love. So you can't fake it because real is love. And love is real. Can't fake it because it's real. Right? So say you weren't yourself. Say you made it by not being yourself, right? And you got all this fame and this fortune and got, validated, and you got the check mark now on whatever you're doing, right? So you got the check mark on it, right? By not being yourself, right? So you built this character in order to be liked by everyone, right? And there's no real value in that, right? Boom. Soon as you get a pop in, and then you decide, okay, now let me show my real self. Now that I got the money, I got the fortune, I got the likes, I got the views. Now let me show my real self. Boom. Next thing you know, your views, your followers are dropping like flies. Because, and the ones who stayed, let me get to that, right? So, boom, they're dropping like flies, right? Only people that's dropping like flies is the ones that liked the person liked this character that you portrayed. Liked this person that you portrayed. Which was not the real you. Which is love. The real you is love. They didn't like you for your love. They liked them for what they loved. So the only reason they liked you was because you broadcasted what they liked. And what they liked wasn't of you. See, somebody in this world is of what they like. But that person is being true to themselves. You're not. That's the difference. So you're not being true to your love. You're not being true to the love of your life, which is you, God, you, whatever you want to call it. But if you're not being true to yourself, you're not being true to God. You're not being true to the model that God gave you. And how he made you and what he made you out of. We're all individually modeled differently. But in his love. But we're all in his love. So we're all on different assignments. We're all made to do different things. We all have different destinies and different, but the whole ending purpose of it all is his love. We just do it all in different ways. We get people on the team in different ways. Nobody's the same. We all come from the same background. But the only thing that's different about us is that we are... Wait, hold on. I got distracted. But, so, the only thing different about us is the worlds that we live in. So we have two backgrounds, in a sense, right? Our first background is God, spirit. And then our second background is the world. So where we came from, our first childhood, right, is God. And then he brought us down here. He allowed us to go down here. You know, he sent us down here, right? So we have two backgrounds. And by our childhoods, we have relations. Like we grew up different. So we have two different worlds. So we live two different worlds, but the world that we all live the same in is the spirit. Is by spirit. And that's why how we're able to connect. Like look at all your friends, right? You look at your friend group. Y'all all come, many of y'all come, no, all of y'all come from different backgrounds. In this world, on this earth, y'all all come from different backgrounds. None of y'all have the same exact story. The only exact story y'all have, the only same story y'all have is God's story. And even though he sent us out to do different assignments, we all have the same assignment. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, even though he modeled us differently, all to just put out the same message, same story, which is what Jesus was sent down to do. So we're all going through different genres, right? We're all going through different genres and different stories, right? But it's all for the, it's all for the intention to do the will of him who sent us. And that is to show his love, to spread the gospel, to spread the, I'm trying to find the word, like, to show, to understand his will and what it is, what it is that he is, and what he is of, and what he does, and who he is, just simply who he is, because he is everything. He is in all of us. And so, to retreat back to say, like, you became this character, once you say, oh, I got whatever, and you finally get to that point that you intend to get to, and then you finally choose to, be yourself. Now I'm gonna be myself now that I got the money, I got the views, I got the followers, I got everything that I wanted, now I got all that I intended to get. Then you start being yourself. Since you got the platform now that you wanted, you got the money, you got the and you're like, oh, let me be myself, right? And then niggas start to get dropping like flies, right? Them people, them flies that start dropping was people who never really liked you for you. And it's not that they didn't intend to like you for you. You broadcasted someone that wasn't you. So, of course, someone's going to attach the things that they, it's not that they didn't like you. You weren't you. And so a lot of us are walking around here with dead masks. Because if you are anything other than what God did not make you or ordain you to be, you're dead. And you're walking with a mask. You're not of him. That doesn't mean that you're not of him, but that mask is not of him, so you're being someone not of him. You know what I'm saying? Once you take that mask off, gradually, step by step, you start to show and uncover, step by step, gradually by gradually, who he is in you, and who you are in him. Because he is ours and we are his. I am his, he is mine, I am his. And those that stay on your platform were those who seen beyond the veil. Those who stay are the ones who are the ones. And it's not to say that the ones that drop like flies aren't the ones, but some of them really aren't the ones. But them ones are the ones. Like, because they can see. If you can see beyond a mask, if you can see beyond the veil, if you even take the time to see beyond the veil, if you even take the time to, like, realize that somebody is not all that they make themselves to be, and you still stick around to see the good out of the bad, yeah, you're one of the ones. Because if you got the strength to do that, that's where the real power comes in. That's where the real reward comes in at. So those are the ones. The ones who stay is the ones for you. Who seen and chose to, who when they watch you, they paid attention and seen and realized all the, like, really authentic and natural parts about you. The nature of you. They seen and could tell and they took pride in the nature of you, the nature about you, the imperfections about you, but they're so great. They seen you in God's view, in God's perspective, in God's eyes, as in God's image. They seen you in God's image. So they seen beyond the veil. They seen who you really were. Even though most of the video was the mask, they saw through the mask. The little parts where you didn't even realize how you messed up, but they saw it. And it's not even about messing up, because you didn't mess up. You messed up based on the character that you're trying to pull, but really all you did was just show who you really are. And in your defense, you slipped up. And because you're trying to put on this character, but this is really who you really are. So you didn't slip up, but you slipped up based on the character that you're trying to pull. But the real ones see through that. And those are the ones that's going to stay. Because they're going to be like, oh, I knew that was that person. I knew that whatever that character that they were trying to pull wasn't really them. Oh, I always seen that good of them. I always seen that good side of them. Oh, that's nothing. I'm used to this. I knew that was them. I knew that was you. And you're going to wonder why the people that did stay, you're going to wonder why you still got some followers. They might not be many, but many is many. A lot of things that we think are less, a lot of things that we think are small are actually big. That's why you don't judge a book by its cover, and that's why you don't underestimate. You be careful who you underestimate, because you never know. And this is what a lot of times people say, is you never know what... I'm having trouble wording this. Like, you never know what God they serve. You never know who God they serve. Yeah. You never know who God they serve. Now, there's only one God, but I guess, because I heard somebody specifically say this, and I think that's what they had said. That's how they worded it. And that's why I had confliction with it, and didn't know how to word it, because I'm like, there's only one God, so how the fuck would I say who God? But many people serve, made other gods. Like I said, they serve other gods. I'm just saying, they serve other made up gods. They serve made up gods. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm just special. Don't shoot me. I'm special. Made up God, like I said. But there's only one God, so it's like I had a conflict with that, because I'm like, well, I don't really want to say who God, because there's only one. But yeah, you'll never know who God they serve, so you careful who you underestimate. You be careful who you talk about. You be careful who you judge by the cover of them, because you just never know. See, you might be looking at me and you might think I look like some crazy ass, but if you let it marinate, because by looking at me at first, see, before you click on this video, you think it look great. See, but you might not have really seen crazy, because but hey, I'm crazy. Call it crazy. I wouldn't. That's what you see. Let it be that. Let it be that. But yeah. Anything else I want to say? But yeah, those ones that stay is the ones who really seeing you for you, who really loved you for you, and those are the ones that matter because you matter to them. Those are the ones that matter because you matter, and they matter to you, and you should, and no, you matter to them, and so they should matter to you. And see, you'll sit there, right? You'll sit there so focused on, you'll sit there and forget about the ones that stayed like 10 toes down with you. But see, that's the thing. They ain't have to 10 toes down because they never liked you for who you portrayed yourself to be. They always it's not that they didn't like who you portrayed yourself to be, but they loved who you really were at the end of the day. So they built their trust in you on a firm foundation, which is love. They didn't build it off of some fake something. They didn't build their love for you and their trust in you based on the character that you were pulling. They built their trust. They said, oh, they be doing that weird shit, but, they be doing some weird shit, but when they be doing that and that, I love that, so I'm going to continue watching that person. You know what I'm saying? Because, they may not be, perfect, and they be doing some other weird shit that I don't really like, but I like that. And it's that be what it's about. It's the reason why you stay. The reason why you stay really matters. Like, it's important about why you stay. And see, it's easy for somebody who continue to stay and stay by you and that's stuck with you to stay once that mask falls, because see, they never took pride in that mask. What they took pride in was the person who you really truly were, and that's why they're able to still love you to this day, because they never loved who wasn't meant to be loved and who wasn't of love. They loved who was of love. They loved the part of you that was of love, and that's why once you become and take off that mask and unmask yourself, they're glorious. They're nothing but happy because that's all they ever cared about. That's the only reason why they're here with you. You thinking they was looking at you for this thing that you thought was perfect and this thing of the world that the man made you of. No, that person never really cared for that part of you. That person really cared about that part of you that is really you, who God made you to be. And the only reason you're scared to come up out that mask is because you have been around so many people of men that see you for the character that you have made a man. That's the only reason why you're scared. And so that makes you scared to even get around, to even unmask yourself and get around the people who actually love you for you. So you got to get out of that world and begin to, separate yourself, have that isolation, and become consecrated. Let your heart be consecrated. And see, because we're around so many people of men and we've been, surrounding ourselves around the things of the world, it even hinders us and stops us from, and makes us scared to, and frightened and fear, like we be inferior to even show, because of what we've already been through, because what we're used to being around, we're scared to show the other half of us love. Us, our true selves, when all they ever wanted and needed and even cared about or loved, and the part of us that they supported was the part of us that was of love. That was love, you know what I'm saying? So we're scared of nothing, you know what I'm saying? We're scared of nothing. We be scared of nothing, and that's why every time, step by step on this walk with God, every time we step out every step we take out that closet, every step we take out that darkness, back into love that was always there for us, we tiptoe it. We tiptoe it because we're scared, but there's no reason to be scared. And that's what I'm saying. Every time we make a step out, we get shown love. To those that are of love, to those who truly loved us for us, and what's underneath that mask and what's beyond that veil, those people that loved us for us, when we get to stepping out that closet, and when we get to unveiling that veil, and when we get to stepping out of that darkness and what we used to, and the things of the world around the people who loved us for us, and of love, who loved us for love, the love of us, we get, hey, yay, hooray, hey, let's go, let's do it, yeah. You creeping through the door, I don't know. And you doing that around the wrong people. Because these are the right people. These are the people for you. They're like, what you scared of? I'm like, oh, y'all love me? Yeah. Because whatever that mask was, wasn't you. Yeah, we love you. That mask wasn't you. We never thought it was. The only person you was fooling was yourself. 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 Everyone else seen the truth. Everyone else knew what was going on. You were the only person fooling yourself. Even sometimes the people who enjoy the mask even be knowing, like, they be knowing who you really are under that mask. They be knowing that it's not really all you, but and let you and see, them motherfuckers you gotta get away from. Them motherfuckers you gotta get around. You gotta get from around them. The motherfuckers who know you playing a mask but still allow you to play the mask, and them motherfuckers love you for that mask, and they don't want you to take it off. Get from around them. See, that's who God be taking us away from. The motherfuckers who see, know we wearing a mask, but keep letting us wear it and keep supporting it too. Get away. Get away. Get away from them. Get away from them kind of people. Because some people is not for you. They'll let you go all the way down. All the way down. They'll let you go to the trenches. And when I'm talking about the trenches, I don't mean the hood. I'm talking about like some garbage bashuda. They'll let you go straight to hell. That's what I'm talking about. When I say trenches, I'm talking about hell. They'll let you go straight to hell. And watch you too. Stand back, say nothing. They see you going to the trenches. They see where you're going. They let you go. And they'll know your potential too. They'll know that you of love. They'll know that you got greatness in you. They'll know that you great. And let you go straight down. They won't support what's underneath that veil, but they see what's underneath that veil, but they won't support it. They'll sit there and support. And it's not that they're not supporting it that's underneath that veil, but they're supporting the mask. They're supporting the veil and the illusions and delusions way more. And don't nobody want to be around it. You shouldn't want to be around it. You shouldn't be around it. And don't ever get it twisted. You are to blame too as well. Because you got the choice to get around from that person. So you guys to look at yourself in the mirror as well. Look at yourself in the mirror too. Don't just look at them like, oh, you. No, you too. Because you sat there knowing your truth. Because when you in that room, who are you? When nobody's around, who are you? You know the difference between who's really you and who's not. And you sat there and let that person fool you. And keep fooling you, fooling yourself. So look at yourself too, because everybody's a reflection of what's going on in your life. Some people are a reflection of your goodness. Some people are a reflection of both. Your good and your bad. Some people are a reflection of just your bad. And that's why you start improving on your imperfections and where you're not so good at. So you can get around and be in alignment with all the right people. And all the right people are the people for you. So don't ever get it twisted what the meaning of right means. The meaning of right means love. The meaning of right means the people that are for you. And for you is for who you truly are. Your nature. Who God modeled and made you to be. Who he naturally made you to be. What is your nature? And then the more and more and gradually you come in alignment with that nature, you I'm hearing naturize. You get around those who are in your nature. Amen. Those who are meant to be around you. Your soul tribe, your soul family. Those who God meant for you. And that doesn't mean that at those other stages they weren't meant for you. Because if they're around you, they're meant for you at that time. But the whole point of it all is to get around the best group, which is the best of yourself, the highest of yourself. Those ones who are going to help catapult you and push you to excel into your even higher ground. You want to be people that continue to develop and support your development, because you're never going to stop growing. You're never going to stop transforming. You're always going to keep shifting. Life is always going to keep changing and shifting. Life is about change. We're continuing to don't get change twisted with fake. Changing means development, growing, like a flower. A flower always going to be a flower, but it has to grow, die, grow again, die, but it's always going to come out looking the same. But it's still going to be as beautiful as ever. Even maybe more even beautiful than it was before. Because as y'all know, life continues to change. Like survival of the fittest, right? Based on the earth, animals change. And based on the weather, they adapt. What's the word? They elevate. I'm trying to get another word. I think it was elevate that I was looking for. Elevate. Evolve. They evolve. They continue to evolve. They evolve based on I'm hearing maintenance, but they evolve based on maintenance. But they evolve. Okay, they evolve. They evolve as the world evolves. Like, they develop as the world develops. As the world changes, they change. There's many animals that are not what they were in the beginning. And y'all know this because we learned this in school. There are many animals that, like, they all have families, right? And they call them, like, there's, like, groups and stuff. Y'all literally learn science or whatever. And they come from families. And y'all know we learn about, survival of the fittest. And if you're just in this, first off, life in general is just survival of the fittest. Earth in general is just survival of the fittest. And the vibration is getting higher and higher. The consciousness of the earth is getting higher and higher. And it's just like, if you stay stuck, you ain't gonna make it. That's why it's called survival of the fittest. And the survival of the fittest is, if survival of the fittest has ever happened in life, it's happening right now. It's like, you better adjust. You better get to adjusting or don't. But you gonna be adjusted left. You gonna be adjust left. Literally, adjust left. Literally, adjust left. You gonna be adjusted left. Literally, like, you're going to be adjusted. You're going to be adjusted left, okay? Because if you ain't all right, you're going to be adjusted left. But, yeah. So, you better get right. Y'all know what they say, get right. Get right. They be like, get your money up. No, get your God up. Get your Bible up. Get your practice what you preach up. Okay? Let's stop going around telling people things that we don't do. Okay? Or maybe still do that, but let's get to taking your own advice now. Let's start taking our own advice now. We've been doing this, even me. We've been doing, I can't really say that because I practice what I preach. Everybody make mistakes. I've made my mistakes and I make my mistakes and still do. But I make them right. Maybe I'm writing my wrongs every day. And that's what we do, because every day something dies in us, and every day something is born within us. Amen? Okay, clock that. Clock that T. 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 Whew. But yeah. Anything else I gotta say? So make sure you make it through that survival of the fittest, and you one of the fittest ones. Okay, just make sure you make it out that survival of the fittest. Just make sure you make it out of that survival of the fittest. The fittest. Okay. The fittest of God. Okay. One of the fittest of God. Okay. Make sure you make it out one of the fittest of God, okay? Because you the fittest. I pray for everyone. I pray over y'all that y'all come out, and even me, the fittest of them all. The fittest of the fittest. Because I don't want to be left behind. And I'm telling you right now, you don't either. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be left behind. Don't want to be left behind. Don't be left behind. That's all I'm saying. If you want to stay there, stay there. Stay where you at. But I'm saying, it's so lovely over here. So, be of love. God says love is kind. Love is patient, and it's not boastful. And he says a lot of other things. The whole Bible is of love. So just be of his word and what he teaches, and practice what he preach. And anything else I have to say? I don't know, just love. Love is patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is kind. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is kind. Love is patient. 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 Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, 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 love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is, oh, 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 oh. That's from Macklemore. I think he got something in front of his name. It's something did Macklemore or Mike Macklemore though. Y'all know. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh, 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 love is patient. Love is, oh, love is patient. Excuse me. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is, oh. Say it with me. Oh. Give me one more time. Oh. Two more times. Oh. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you don't have to be, you may have imperfections, but we all do. We may not be perfect in everything, but we're perfect in everything. God makes us perfect. We may not be perfect in everything, but God makes us perfect in everything. And in everything that we wish to be perfect in. And that wish is a will. Why do you think they call it wishing wells? Because where there is a will, there's a way. And where there is a wish, there's a will. And that will or wish through that wishing well, can be made, can be granted. Granted, and it is.